Fala galera, bem-vindos aí a mais um vídeo. Mais um vídeo aí para vocês praticarem o listening, né? Eu tô trazendo mais um cara muito foda aí para vocês ouvirem e coloquem os fones aí e a gente vai começar a falar inglês a partir de now, ok? One of my best friends, one of my favorite people of all time, my former profession partner, but now my friend from life. And yeah, from life. So Felipe Xavier, what's up, brother?
Hey man, I'm just I'm not sure if I'm comfortable being one of your favorite people and not your favorite person. I don't know about that.
No, one. Oh shit! Now you got me
One of
all
your
embarrassed.
one of your best friends? What the hell?
Yeah, but I can say that you
It's
are
okay.
a.
It's okay. I don't want to put you in that spot, in that situation. So
It's just like when some students I have, they say, yeah, who is your favorite class? Who is your favorite group? I'm like, you guys are my favorite group, right?
yeah, you tell this to everybody.
I say this to everybody. I'm just gonna say that I have a WhatsApp group with one group. I'm not gonna say which one, which one. Sorry, but the name of the group is the best English class. So
All right.
I'm gonna let my students figure out. So man, thanks for your time. We don't have a lot of minutes here, but just tell us who are you? Tell us. Introduce yourself.
Who I am. This is a hard question, but my name is Felipe, like you said. Right now I'm 27 years old. I'm married. I have been married for the past almost 5 months. Almost 5 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Back in September last year, you got married September last year, right?
Yeah. Big day. Big day.
Good. Nice.
Yeah.
Great day, man. Actually, it was awesome.
Yeah. I am a copywriter at the moment, so it's very interesting because I write for a living, and sometimes that's hard to explain to people. Like, what do you do? Like, I write, and I'm not a writer. Like, I don't write books, but
like a book writer. Yeah.
Yeah. So I write for I write in a company, so I write. For social network, I write articles, I write different things from books. It's not the same. Yeah. Although I want to write a book one day, so it's one of my
Nice.
goals. Having a kid, writing a book, planting a tree.
I was gonna ask you about writing a book, and have you started like drafting or like writing down some ideas or no?
I have a bunch of ideas. Like I have like 4 or 5 ideas that are doable. Like, but it's not that I don't have the time, but it's not my focus right now. I still want to.
Your prior.
Yeah, I still want to focus on that, but right now it's not exactly the moment. Maybe I think these things sometimes they don't happen right away because maybe I still have a lot to grow as a writer, as a human being, so I can do a better job in writing. But it's something that I really want to do it. Like
Nice.
It's one of my dreams to write a book.
Nice. You should. You should. I'll be the first one to buy to get a copy. But man, just tell me a little bit. How did you end up where you are right now as a professional and as a person? Where were you born? Like some experience that you had throughout your life as like job wise,
Uh, well, you asked where I was born. I was born in a tiny little city in Minas Gerais called Porteirinha. Not a lot of people know about that,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
because that's not where I've grown, because I've moved a lot throughout my life. But well, I lost my father when I was a kid, so I was raised by my mother, and
Mm-hmm.
I also have an older brother who is like
Mm-hmm.
one of my best friends as well. And
Nice.
actually, when I graduated from high school, I didn't want to like jump into a college course like
Mm-hmm.
right away because I had no idea what I wanted to do. So
Mm-hmm.
I started working in a clinic, in a dentist clinic
Yeah.
as a administrative assistant, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. But I was still studying English, and it was when I met you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you invited me to be like a monitor, like someone who
Yeah.
helps the students,
Yeah. That was
because
back in 2009 or 10. Yeah. I always miss
yeah,
the dates exactly,
yeah.
but
I
it's
think it was
around that year.
2010 to 2011, close to
Cool.
that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that I graduated from high school in 2010, so it has to
Ah.
be in 2010 or 2011.
Okay. That makes sense.
Uh,
Yeah.
and then you asked me, and I had no idea that I had like that I wanted to teach. And
Mm-hmm.
then I started teaching. I started liking it,
Uh-huh.
and after a while, I got into the profession, and I worked as a teacher for 7 or 8 years,
Yeah. Yeah.
until I started studying publicity and
Mm-hmm.
advertising and discovering myself in this area of producing content and creativity and writing. Writing is something that I have like I have since I was a kid, because
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked to read and to write, but
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've never thought of this as a
As
profession.
a profession. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And when I started college, I was like, oh, I can do that. And it's possible to live uh like to have a salary out of this,
Sure.
which
Sure.
I
Yeah.
always thought
Make a living out of
every
that. Yeah.
yeah, every time I thought about writing, I was like, I gotta write a book.
Yeah.
And being a writer
Uh,
is hard,
uh-huh.
like mainly in Brazil,
Sure.
like it's really hard. So but well, I started working in an agency, a publicity
Uh-huh.
agency. But right now I work at a fintech, which is a financial technology company, and
Nice.
I write for them. So
Nice. And you've been enjoying it now, this job where
yeah,
you are right now.
yeah. Like it's not like no job is perfect, but
Sure.
right now I work in
It's
a
been
company
fun, yeah?
that, yeah, I work in a company where they give a lot of space for creativity,
Yeah.
and it's a nice place to work.
Yeah.
So it's good for me to grow there, and especially right now. Well, I like podcasts. I'm
Uh-huh.
starting to develop the podcast of the company, so it's something that
Oh,
it's
cool.
kind of interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So, talking about podcasts, uh, tell us a little bit about like hobbies, because you kind of incorporate in your job. I think it's probably possible to incorporate some of your hobbies into your profession, because uh, doing what you do, it helps you create content in terms of hobbies that you have. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, a huge part of you creating something is um, like really connected to what you receive as content. So
Hmm.
some of my hobbies, they really help me in the area of, for example, I'm addicted to movies. I'm addicted to
Hmm.
music. I really like to read. So all of this, they give me content
Yeah,
to produce content. So
sure.
I think it's impossible to write well if you don't read,
Hmm.
because you don't have like any way of getting your ideas
Yeah.
or maturing your ideas. So
Hmm.
it's like this. So one of the things that helped me, like it helped me get this job where I
Hmm.
am right now, it was because of all my extra activities. So writing
Yeah.
on internet and doing podcasts, because I'm not graduated yet, so I don't have a
Uh-huh.
diploma to go there and say, hey,
Yeah.
this is what I do. So
What I
uh,
do. Yeah. What I
a lot
graduated
of,
at.
yeah, well, a lot of what my boss saw, it
Uh-huh.
was content that I produced on the internet. So I think the internet helped a lot
As
in
hobbies,
our
right?
area.
As
Yeah,
hobby
as
content,
hobbies.
right?
Hmm.
Cool. Nice. Yeah. It kind of blended and it came from hobbies, right? I think it's fascinating, man, because, and also because of the what technology has brought to us, right? So
Hmm.
imagine that now with all the access of to the internet we have, you were able to express yourself, do what you like as with your hobbies, and that got to the profession you have right now, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
pretty fun, and I'm really proud of you, man. I'm really, really
Thanks.
proud of you. So how about tell us a little bit about your wife.
My wife.
Yeah.
Oh, I met my wife in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
We started as just a couple of friends
Mm-hmm.
who talked for many months until we decided to move to something more.
Yeah, to
And
become lovebirds.
yeah, to be exactly. But yeah, man, it's interesting because we are very alike, you know.
Hmm.
In terms of personality, I
Hmm.
mean, we are both more introvert. Like
Hmm.
we we don't like a lot of crowds. We
Hmm.
talk like low. We are
Yeah,
very both of us like we're very calm people. Not
nice.
a lot of things like stress us. Like we don't
Uh-huh.
lose patience over
Nice.
a lot of things. So we like the same kinds of music, and
Nice.
this is really good. But the thing
Both
is,
of you sing, yeah?
yeah,
Singers.
we are both musicians, and so a lot of
Yeah,
these things,
musicians.
and it's interesting because we are very alike in some things, but we are
Hmm.
completely different in many other things. So I think that's some people say that to make a relationship work, you have to
Hmm.
be complete opposite, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
for me, it's like I think we are 70-30, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like we are 70% like really similar, but
Cool.
30% like are the things that some things she has and I don't. So
Uh-huh.
she completes me, and
Sure.
like that goes both ways. So I
Nice.
think it's we have like the same family values, which I think it's pretty important.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good basis.
We have same objectives in life. So
Yeah.
like people like I know that marriage, if you think about it, it's a bit old-fashioned
Uh-huh.
nowadays. But I think it's still possible to make it work. But you have to be willing to make sacrifices, to
Sure.
be
Yeah.
compromised, because it's not easy. Like it's only a few months, but I've
Yeah.
already noticed like situations that if none of us wanted to cope,
Uh-huh.
it wouldn't be like possible to live under the same roof, you know. So
Yeah.
it's really more about wanting to make it work. I think
Make it
every
work, yeah.
relationship, yeah, every relationship in life, it's like this. So.
Awesome, man. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Uh, yeah, congratulations again on your journey. Yeah, and
Thanks.
man, I'm gonna bring you in one more time, and I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. And yeah, listen to our conversation back again. And that's it, Felipe. Thanks for having me here, and thanks for your time.
Thanks for inviting me, man.
Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers.
Peace.
Peace.